Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be on the way very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. The teams then, Aston Villa against Bayern Munich. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Of course, Manuel Neuer. He doesn't just dominate his area, Peter, he seems to control the whole of the defensive third. He's excellent at mopping up any balls that make it through that defensive line. And what's more, he can often turn those interceptions into lethal counter-attacks too.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Kimmich. Saar. Goretzka. Wesley. Looks like a good ball through. Away from immediate danger. Good idea, just poorly executed. Engels tried to play it through.
He timed his run brilliantly, and I think he has every right to be a little annoyed with the passer then, and I think he's letting him know right now about that. Just a little more behind it was needed.
Now it's Muller. How about it? Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
Yeah, we love a trier, Peter, but it has to be a far greater quality to beat the keeper from there. Well, I think the early signs have been very good for them. They've already got that defence unsettled, and now they've got to back it up.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Looks to slip it through, and he's onside. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Traore needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, and it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite matched by the right weight of pass. It only needed just a little bit more behind it, and he was through.
Simons. Bailey tries lifting it over. The shot's on! Saved only by poor finishing.
He caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
Carlos gathers from the goal kick. Saar. Deftly done. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's.
Bayern Munich have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they... Goal! Villa! Pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then, because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Aston Villa take the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Mane tries a through ball. And That'll go straight through to the keeper. Gnabry. Now it's Muller. Wesley spreads it wide. Bailey. He's onside. Well, the odds were right up against them, but they saved themselves with some very good defending.
And that's very well played. What a good solid tackle that was. He knew his team were vulnerable then, and something had to be done. Great commitment.
Iñigo pumps it upfield. Bailey tries looking up for options on the left. Goes wide. That's a corner kick. Managed to get it away. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Carlos boots it upfield. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Kimmich positions himself well and cuts it out. Iñigo tries the route one option. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Digne. Simons tries to dink it in. Now the pass. Oh, he's broken through. Big chance! One-on-one! It's come loose. It's a long forward pass. Bailey passes it through. And it's Gnabry. Sarr tries making a foray down the right. Now it's Gnabry. Aimed long and direct. Wesley with a delicate ball. Bailey goes long and forward. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Sarr looks to slip it through. Gnabry. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Bailey. Aimed forward. Looks like a good ball through. And the finish! It's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Aston Villa take a two-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now...
And it's half-time here. Reflections on the first half?
Aston Villa now have a decision to make. Do they look to add to their 2 goals, or will they be confident of defending them? They just need to be clear about their second half intentions. That's important.
Aston Villa sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. He's made sure that won't get through. Coutinho the ball through. Timely intervention. And out to safety. Gnabry. Muller. put a stop to that. Ashley Young. Tries a through ball. Mane. Kimmich. It's Traore. Traore tries a long pass towards the front. Ashley Young into the channel. And through to the goalkeeper. Gnabry. Plays it out to the flank. Now the pass. Nicely measured pass. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. And that would have been some goal.
And it looked as if he had Hollywood written all over it, but it ended up in bust, unfortunately, on this occasion. What a pity.
Chip through. Bailey looking to get on the end of this. Gnabry. Looks like a good ball through. Carlos cuts it out. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, good interception. Plays a clever pass. Thrust towards the front line. Keeper's got good distance on that. No way through there. Coutinho. Traore. Swept in. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Gnabry. Kimmich looks to slip it through. Has it out wide now. Going for goal! Danger averted for now. Goes for goal! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
Spoon forward. Looks to thread it through. Clears it out of harm's way. Kimmich. Bayern Munich keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
He will be livid with himself.
Well, that's an illustration of how good they are on the break. I mean, all the pace and power needed to go at it with real vigour then.
Sanson, the ball through. He's had a shot! That really should have hit the net. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, and the vision to get him through was all good, but the execution of the pass wasn't quite right. But importantly, he's holding his line until the very last moment, and that will pay off.
Ashley Young. It's pretty clear that he's being singled out. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Shapes to shoot! De Ligt can hoist it clear. Sané. Goretzka. And it's Müller. Tries a through ball.
Bayern Munich may think they're going about this in the right way, but not if a series of passes is leading to no end product. They have to add the incision.
Traore passes it through. Sané. Müller. Played out to the right. Sarr drives forward with purpose. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Gnabry knocks it towards the front. Tries a through ball. Sarr goes for the cross. Not offside that time.
That kind of long run so late in a game is incredibly energy-sapping, but it speaks of great desire and terrific stamina. Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Philippe Coutinho. Müller. Sarr. Aston Villa have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Hernandez battles to win it back. And it's Müller. Engels does well to read it and intercepts. Wesley with the ball through. Chance! Looking to shoot! Can get that clear. Can he finish? They are rampant! Surely now, beyond all doubt. Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Aston Villa take a three-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Kimmich. Müller tries to stroke it through. Looks like a good ball through. Engels. That intervention was very necessary. It's a loose ball. Pumps it forwards. Now the pass. Well positioned to make that interception. And it's Müller. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Surely, he's away! That is terrific from Sabitzer! Deflection may or may not have made a difference. Little matter, it is his. Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
There's some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart.
There is the final whistle. Well, the manager heads down the